Descend upon the weak. Through chaos, I stride. This is beneath me.
I can handle this.
I'll do what it takes.
A dance of blades and shadows. The shadows will see it done. As the tenets demand.
I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. This tedium has been... You moving no more.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Indeed.
Emperor, protect me.
Death shall reign.
What an unfortunate turn of fate. They who discern the future on the battlefield. Ah! On it. Ah!
Emperor, protect me. I can't stand it. Amidst the carnage, I find purpose. Purpose guides me.
I shall not fail. Let your soul be purged.
I need no guidance. Quick, quick!
I am your blade and shield. My blade whispers your name.
A blood-soaked tribute.
Trust me. As honor ordains. Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
What a satisfying demise.
The shadows will. Death is a blessing. as honor ordains. Trust me. As the tenants.
Death shall reign.
Swift and silent. If I must. If it serves your cause.
So tribute. High momentum.
I will do my duty. I took care of this one. We'll rule the stars themselves. My place is at the fore. At your beck and call.
What a satisfying demise.
A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent. Someone else can do this. That's not the Seneschal's job. It will be done. Tried and tested tactics are the best of us.
Emperor, protect me. I'll do what it takes.
What is this foreboding? Farewell.
I will not stoop to this. Sow the seeds of discord.
The shadows will see it done.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
Trust me. As honor ordains.
I am unsatisfied. Did you enjoy?
I bring mercy and retribution. I shall not.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
As honor ordains. As the tenets.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. I deal death with my hands.
not afraid to embrace the revelations that make others shriek and cover. That is the difference between me and ignorant filth. Powers unseen uncover my path. Ruinous favor prevails. perfection. The world trembles beneath my feet.
I've been muted this whole time. No one's been in here. God damn it. No one was in here to tell me that. I've been talking the whole time. I checked it right before that message too. Just now. I fucking hate it here. I hate it here. Whatever. Fine. No one. You're the most monkish infernus I've ever met. Master Montaigne. Your lordship, welcome. I'm Shift Foreman Nij, in charge of this section. If you need anything, I'm here to help. You're the widow guy. You're tiny. What exactly are you doing here? I'm carrying a routine drive inspection. The regulations require scheduled checks to make sure the insulation isn't weakened, the sensors haven't been tampered with, and the reactor isn't about to blow anytime soon. Just business as usual. It is strange the senior officer is conducting the inspection alone. According to the regulations, there should be an entire squad of Inferni. And the personal presence of the Infernus Master is necessary only in emergencies. Enric, why are you really here? Found me out, have you? Enric gives you a wink and a pull on his low stick. I'm not really here about the reactor. I had a rumor that you'd gone to investigate the plasma drive chamber, so I thought I'd make sure everything went smoothly. Your lordship is accustomed to associating with people of your rank or officers at the very least, but here, this place is home to voidfarers of simpler manners. This clan customs may be unfamiliar to you. Our customs are decent ones, Master Montaigne. I'd rather boil myself in plasma than let anything happen to the Lord Captain. No offense, Niji, but you can find if you can find even 3 people in this bay and give a report without turning the air blue, I'll gladly admit I was wrong. You're a good bunch. I'd hate to see you insult his lordship with some foolishness and not even realize it. Thank you, Enric. I'm just keeping an eye out, your lordship. Feel free to ask old Niji any questions you may have. He knows the plasma drive chambers like the back of his hand. That's right, your lordship. If something isn't to your liking, if you find anything suspicious, come to me at once. So, who did why were you bruised? He rubbed a little gift to remember the enforcers by. we've had a small disagreement. They thought they had the right to beat and starve innocent people while investigating the incident in your lord's bath chamber. I thought their noses were too straight and they had too many teeth, so we politely exchanged opinions. An enforcer's baton is pretty sturdy, but not as thick as the skull of a hard-boiled infernus. I gave it to Jocasta. Her officers earn their rations. They clobber you good. Niji, have you ever seen a symbol that looks like a serpent in front of a star? Somebody keeps daubing it on the equipment and bulkheads. If I find the scoundrels, I'll tear their hands off and send them for servitorization. Is it some kind of sedition? I didn't know. If you see one of these, let me know and we'll try to find those artists. I've also seen it on some bulkheads, crates, doors. I've assumed it was a mark of some small clan. Many voidsmen mark their workplaces with family symbols. I want to know more about this bay. We're proud of our chambers. Power feeds the ship's main engine from here. There are other drives on the ship, but ours is the mightiest. That's to say, we do important work. Working with plasma is dangerous, but we have a good crew and not too many incidents. The esteemed tech priests are satisfied with us. The machine spirits are working as they should. The Inferni don't complain about us either. We fix cracks in the reactor vessel on time, and we fix leaks. Shift foreman, tell me about yourself. What kind of person are you? I'm a voidsman, your lordship. Grew up on footfall, joined the crew at 14, spent my whole life in this bay. I've raised no family, I made no fortune, but I've climbed my way up the ranks. I don't know anything but my trade in this compartment. My trade and this compartment, Lord Captain. I must make my leave. Alright, well. Bork, 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 errata tiny, errata whittle. He's so small. Wow.
I tread a path unexplored.
Just a little guy. Goods. Oh, fucking God. Servitor replacement request number 11. Esteemed Tech Priest Deltar, this is unacceptable. For the 10th time, you've sent us the same faulty servitors. It's been over 2 weeks and we still can't raise the lift that's been stuck between our platform and platform 92M. All because of your servitors. For the love of the throne, decommission these things if you can't fix them. Respectfully, Shift Foreman Niji. Niji. Whatever.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Keep a sharp eye.
Whoa, loot? Cash note. All this scrap reads is received. Need more. Interesting. What do you mean intriguing? What's intriguing? Where? Where?
The whispers told me a secret.
Examine the symbol. And just make out a faded symbol on one of the tiles, a serpent and a star. There appears to be someone's stash behind it, but the stash has long been abandoned.
I am registering 137 violations of the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation here. Initializing enumeration. 1. Keep the screw thread as your augmetic eye.
Oh no, not again. How do I turn him off? Anybody?
Ow.
Oh. We're in ad break. Okay, that'll be fine. I'll talk. I'll just, yeah, I'll be right back. Then. That'll be fine. I'll just, yeah. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, I'm back. Hello. But nothing left on it this way. On it. There's an old cache hidden under one of the serpent symbols. I think he found someone's secret stash. What was it? A moldy Nutribar? Well, a few thrones. Workers often hide their belongings or banned items from the enforcers or covetous neighbors. Maybe someone marked their cache with a symbol to make it easier to find later. That's just what we need, more secret stashes. Now, if there's something forbidden, there was nothing forbidden in it. Forgive me, your lordship, but voidsmen are simple folk. I've been trying to wean them off their grubby habits for years. I'd give them anything worth having, and all they want to do is hide it in a hole like a rat. I found this in one of the caches. What is that? We got smugglers on the loose. Who else would be hiding these strange messages? I'll have them all drawn and quartered on the turbine, I will. Now I'd like to find out what they're smuggling. Mind if I have a look? Careful not to let any ash fall on it. Need more what? Whoever wrote it, they didn't want anyone who wasn't in the know to understand. Using caches to exchange messages is a good way to keep things hidden from the enforcers. It's how some workers procure intoxicants and other items they're not supposed to have. There has to be another cache somewhere nearby. You never use the same one for both the transfer and the correspondence. Too risky. But I've never engaged in such business, I swear. I've just heard how it's done. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Powers
Sure.
unseen uncover my path. Embrace true power.
They're not. They're nothing else. Really? What the hell? Is it something to do with this over here? The lift is stuck between the platforms. There must be a mechanism capable of powering this machine spirit with energy somewhere in the compartment. Where? With a pitiful clanking sound, the servitor's claw docks the mechanism and begins performing the necessary manipulations.
Unexplored.
Oh, it says turn the servitor, not turn off the servitor. I feel dumb. I thought they said turn off. Mess, hello! Hi, yeah, I don't have the things on for that because it's not been working. But you know, thanks for shouting Arata out. Him's Whittle. How you doing, Mess? What the hell? You're alright, things considered. You are alright, all things considered. Well, you know, that's better than bad. I'm doing pretty alright. Enemies with the area of attack suffer. The fuck?
The world trembles.
What
beneath
the
my
hell
feet.
is this? What am I supposed to do? I'm confused. Is the Inferni guy bad? No, damn.
The world will bow.
I'm confused. What else am I supposed to find out? I thought doing that puzzle would have been the thing.
Let's seize
What
the
the hell?
opportunity.
What am I supposed to do? I already did that. Oh, that's a backpack. Uh. Uh, I think I want that. Why does it say 15? And then go 8. That's mean and evil. Could also go over here. No, I can't. Four levels of bleeding. Still 0 levels of bleeding. This is ranged attacks. I think his is the best for that. I'm so confused. What am I supposed to do?
Watch your steps.
Oh my god. This is a gun. I found a gun. Oh god, Blizzaga. Hi. Got boobs and pets. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Hi, hello, how are you? How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? How's it hanging? How be it? Niji holds the weapon as if it's going to bite him, sweat beading on his forehead. Machine sparks shake me. A homemade weapon and assembled right in this compartment. The markings are the same as those on the local machine parts. This is a very serious matter. It seems someone is plotting a riot and secretly building their own arsenals from scavenged material right under our noses. Just chilling? Nice. Interesting. Niji is right. This could get a whole bay executed. No wonder these scoundrels are so cautious. We need to find and capture whoever set up these caches and hid the weapons. To tell you the truth, I'm no good at hunting rule breakers. It's not what I do. You give the orders and we will do it. We shall set an ambush near the caches. Sooner or later, someone will come to check on them. The shift foreman's thick fingers drum thoughtfully on his tool belt. If these guys are smart, they'll spot the enforcers near the cache and stay out of sight, and your lordship would be spotted even quicker. Then we'll use the Inferni. They often carry out inspections here. No one will suspect them. Clenching his fists until his knuckles crack, Enric resolutely says, "We'll help. I have a couple of people in mind. Tough lads. I'll get them here right away." Okay, let's catch that vermin. Consider the dirtbag caught, Cornelius. Yippee! The man kneeling before you has an ungainly build, a stubborn jaw, and a heavy gaze. He looks no different from any other worker in this compartment, except for the tattoo on his forearm, its design resembling a worm devouring a star. One of the Infernus workers is holding the Weber taken from the prisoner, exactly like the one that was in the cache. The Master at Arms regards the Infernus sternly. The weapon, hand it over. What you saw, keep it to yourself. She forces out the words to the clenched teeth. Your cooperation with the enforcers will be noted. Study the prisoner. The pigment of the tattoo looks fresh, standing out starkly against the color of his skin, which means that it is a very recent addition. You look closely and notice a pair of scars at the base of his neck, suspiciously reminiscent of an almost healed bite. Who is this man? Shofkalai, servant of the blessed Lath Beta 2 Diligence. Low-ranking worker, easily replaceable, no apparent signs of mutation. Were any of you people harmed? Thank you, your lordship. Not a scratch on us. He's a piece of work, right enough, but he's no fuel compartment fire, more like a sparking cogitator. Sobek glares at him with visible jealousy, but Enric just keeps grinning smugly. Address the prisoner. Well, do you feel like talking yet? Prisoner gives you the smile of a man condemned and snaps. I've got nothing to say to you, heretic! Choking with rage, Sarbeck grabs the maul from her belt. She rasps, Allow me, Lord Captain, please. Oh, me. Enric's menacing scowl has instantly robbed him of his friendly charm. I'd be happy to oblige. I'm the heretic, am I? Either fear has robbed him of reason, or he has a very skewed perspective. The prisoner jerks as if trying to point at you with his tied hands. You're a false believer, a fake captain. You're leading people into the gloom of a heresy away from salvation. The speeches of your enemies, Monkey, sound just like your own. Fanatical, composed of nothing but rage and contempt. Is even that not enough to make you wonder? Calm yourself. Talk to me and I will not let these people do what they intend to do. The man laughs with contempt and then starts chanting. Tempting are the promises of heretics, but barren is the darkness-cursed void in which they bury the souls of those who trust them. I will oversee this interrogation myself. As you command, although I believe the zealot will require some effort. Questioning fanatics is a long and exhilarating process. And once again, the Lord Captain is doing his subjects' work for them. Dirty, bloody work. Oh. Shit. You'll retch up your short-sighted belief in your own courage along with your confession, insect. A haze of psychic frost coats the floor at your feet. You and the rest perceive only glimpses and shadows of the Empyrean terrors creeping through the weakened veil, but the warp senses a weakness in the mind of the wounded and frightened man and sinks its claws deep. The prisoner begins to shake, his face contorted in a grimace of pain and horror, blood bursting from his nose, his eyes roll up as if to gaze inside his head at things that no living soul should have to witness. The man whimpers incoherently but grits his teeth. You song. I hear it. I won't break. Smile. Not much longer, your lordship. Medicaid. The chemical concoction burns the man's mind from within. His muscles twitch, tense to the point of his sinew cracking. A torrent of nightmares born from his subconscious assaults his brain, but he cannot even scream. He moans, choking on his own saliva. Stop, I'll talk. The prisoner is ready to cooperate, your lordship. Whom do you serve? The cult of the ravenous star. The true believers. The righteous. The purest congregation. They who hear the songs of his angel. This angel Is that the old sorcerer who appeared before me and promised my demise? Did he brainwash you all, or was someone else leading you? Old sorcerer? No, the angel is not of woeful human form. He is splendor. His visage is a divine inspiration of the many-armed emperor. You, faithless one, were granted the honor of gazing upon the Magus, our good shepherd, our messenger. If you beheld the angel, you would scratch your own brain out through your eye sockets, for you would realize the depth of your wickedness before him. Many-armed? Blast it, Lord Captain, we are dealing with an extremely dangerous Xenos cult that excels in hiding among humans. What do you know about our enemy? Very little. As per regulations, every Master in Arms passes on special instructions to their successor. Instructions that more resemble disturbing tales. Some of them mention genetic cults, covert clans, cliques, and sects that all share one common trait: Xenos infestation. These things pass themselves off as ordinary people, as rabble or preachers corrupting new groups. They pray to their unholy idol, which they often refer to as a many-armed emperor. They create ever-growing families and produce offspring, hideous at first, but with each new generation more and more human in appearance, and then they rise up. I have heard of them, and every tale was awash in blood. They are the reapers of the great devourer, predators that have bloomed from its seed, beasts whose gift it is to turn the weak-spirited into the enthralled fighters. Beware of them, Elentok. When they are near, even a loyal friend may turn out to be a messenger of death. Why the many-armed emperor? Their arms, Lord Captain. These Xenos have more arms than normal. They twist and pervert our faith, probably for the sole reason that it gives them blasphemous pleasure. Why do they choose to act among the rabble specifically? The lower decks have plenty of dark corners for the Xenos to lie in wait. Commoners are too dull-witted and spineless to identify the threat before it is too late, and at the same time they are dull-witted and spineless enough to serve as cannon fodder to be thrown at the cult's enemies when the uprising begins. What is their objective? Power? Bloody sacrifices to their god? Their end goal is always mutiny. They can prepare for many generations, accumulating weapons and numbers until one day they attack. That day is their day of revelation, the apotheosis of their profane faith. They think that on that day their blasphemous star children will descend from the void and elevate their worshippers. Let us return to interrogating the prisoner. How did the conspirators recruit you? I believed. I found him. I bowed to him. His angel's kin granted me a revelation. It entered my flesh and let me join the congregation. Yeah. I should know everything about your vile cult. We believe in the many-armed emperor, he who waits for his children cast into the unknowable abyss. He is kind, merciful. He uproots tyrannies of evil. He sends his angel to the righteous, and the angel's kin follow. Do I have a gene stealer coat on my ship? Are you fucking for real? God damn it. Great. What a wonderful time. This is a pawn, a mindless tool. He was brainwashed and forced into submission. He is not even a distributor of ideology. He was merely fed the rudiments, and without trusting it with anything important, they sent him to serve and die. What are you plotting? A mutiny? Death! Yours! Fake Captain, the faithful are already aiming for your heart. I was ordered to stockpile weapons so that when the fateful hour comes, the righteous would not stand unarmed. I wouldn't say that these improvised webbers are that much better than fighting with bare hands, but until we are done with the cleanup, every enforcer will carry a combat knife fit for cutting through nets. Prixzay, thanks for the follow. Hello. I think I said that. I don't know. I hope I said it at least good. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying all this reading. There's a lot of big words. long speeches. Thank you for the pats. Where are you hiding? Where are your leaders? In a sanctuary. A tomb for heretics. A quiet place. The dynastic crypt. The vermin have infiltrated the crypt, holding the bodies of the worthiest servants of the dynasty. No one is allowed inside, save for the Lord Captain's personal retinue, and they dared. But how? The crypt's defenses are impenetrable. I presume our next objective is the Von Valancius dynastic crypt. Yes, your lordship. You must attack now while we still have the element of surprise. I will lead the strike force, but I will require presence in Confessor Albrecht's help. Fierce machine spirits guard the dead. They won't let an armed troop pass without a direct command from the rogue trader in the ring of the ship's confessor. I will meet you at the doors. Casting a glance at the prisoner, whispering incoherently under his breath, Sorbak adds offhandedly, "And this vile scum, with your permission, I'll throw out of the airlock. I doubt he will be of any further use." We're not monsters, no matter what he thinks of us. Turn him in on the nearest colony for a life sentence on a penal world. It will be done, your lordship. Woo! Okay, to my crypt.
Unseen, uncover my path.
The dynastic crypt. I'm gonna save. Me save game. Wait. Okay. So what the hell? Void shipped crypt. Yippee! Oh boy. What the fuck? Why is the camera right there? Okay.
Embrace true power.
Wow, this is Adalbert. Hi. Adalbert, the ship's confessor, solemnly raises his hands above the altar and speaks mournfully. Heed me, O guardian spirits. We have come to punish a great desecration. Heresy has made its lair in the dynastic crypt and disturbed the peace of our honored dead. I beg you to perform the ritual of unsealing and allow us passage. A hand-shaped panel opens in the altar of unsealing. The panel is lined with sharp spikes. Lord Captain, we now require your blood. The crypt will not open without the rogue trader's genetic signature. Master at Arms, are your people ready? Ready as never before, your lordship. They are incensed by this profane intrusion and eager to exterminate the menace before the eyes of our departed ancestors. My enforcers will secure the side sections of the crypt to prevent any flanking attacks. Confessor Adalbert, I ask for your blessing before a righteous battle. May the Emperor protect his children who carry forth his cleansing fame. Hear the roar of chain swords and the bellow of auto guns, for they are his voice. Oft do I preach clemency to our noble officers, but this I say to you now. Lay aside pity and show no mercy. Place your hand inside the panel. Ow! Oof, ouch. The panel's mechanical teeth sting your flesh, and you feel your blood trickling down the small ducts into the altar's bowels. You hear a click, and the crypt doors open with a piercing creak. Beyond them you see nothing but darkness. Sacrilege! The hollowed crypt must remain illuminated at all times to drive away the shadows from the place of the ancestors' final repose. This is done on purpose, I'm sure of it. Our coming is expected. Vanguard, provide the Lord Captain with the Illuminator servo skull. She gives you a surprisingly easy smile and bows. Take care, your lordship, and watch out for dark corners. Move out for House Von Valancius.
For the Emperor! I'll show you how it's done. Moving out.
Go, go, go!
So there is voice acting. Motherfucker. Whoa. Your lordship, wait, there's been... Enric bursts into the anti-compartment and stops short when he sees the doors open and the gloom beyond. Damn it, I'm late. I meant to report an act of sabotage. They cut off the promethium supply to the crypt's lighting. You're walking into an ambush. Why did you fail to discover this earlier? They covered their tracks well, but I was worried about your safety, which is why I took the liberty of sending maintenance patrols to inspect the perimeter of the crypt. Your expeditious performance is laudable, Infernus Master. The officer Balhazard, you notice fresh oil stains on his coat. It seems he not only sent his underlings, but also went to investigate the area himself. Whether through darkness or well-lit halls, we are going in. I fear we might be underestimating the enemy. The enforcers have already done it once. The Infernus Guild would join you in this fight, if you would have us. To get inside, the aberrations would have had to make a passage for themselves somewhere in the crypt's perimeter. No one knows the maintenance tunnels better than us. We could find this breach and attack the enemy from the rear. I doubt a few workers armed with axes and torches will make much of a difference, but we'd be honored to die in your name. Then arm yourselves properly. A torch seems like a poor weapon indeed. Depends on who's wielding it, Enric says with a chuckle, but then his expression darkens. The Infernus Guild is banned from taking up arms. Our clan is branded because of our ancestors were rebels. The station where we originally hail from once rose the Lady Theodora's predecessor. The traitors were killed and the rest of the station were left stranded in the void to die without air or water. Out of those who repented, the rogue traitor selected 1,000 who were allowed on board. Those spared people became the Infernus Guild, repairmen, firefighters, those who bear the brunt of any disaster and are the first to die. That was our penance. It's been centuries and still we die not just because our duty demands it, but because we atone for what our ancestors did. The enforcers keep reminding us about it, and if they see an armed Infernus, they'll execute them on the spot. Such was the Lord Captain's will. Now I'm worried. I want to be a nice guy. Fight and die for this ship. I never would have dared to ask your lordship. We'll live up to your expectations, I swear. Those who die today will die smiling, for today is a great day for our people. Yeah, you guys do that. And if I have to fight you, it's more XP. So whatever.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I'm not exactly worried. I can have Abelard kill you all in like 5 seconds. That man is crazy. Oh God. Oh. Oh no. This is awful. The gates have been blocked to cut off all possible escape routes for heretics and enforcers alike. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Servitor? We are rogue traders and ours is a rare destiny, yet still we remember those who once walked at our side, who served us, whom we honored. Open? Why can I fucking open that? Okay, whatever. I'm robbing these dead people! Of course. Needle pistol shells are scattered across the floor. They do not belong to this realm of tranquil glory. Damn. Damn, Baba.
I tread a path.